What do Russian state media say about the fourth anniversary of the war against Ukraine? The anniversary itself is barely emphasized in Russian official media, just as in previous years when invasion dates were deliberately downplayed on air. For example, on February 24, during the second year of the invasion, federal channels such as Россия 1, Channel 1, and NTV largely avoided even naming the date or placing it on the day's agenda. Analysts at the Institute for the Study of War drew attention to this pattern at the time. They interpreted it as a Kremlin effort to avoid highlighting the protracted nature of the war, the failure of its initial objectives, and mounting losses, while maintaining public apathy and preventing spikes of backlash that could complicate military operations. By the fourth anniversary, pro-government media continue the same approach. Coverage uses general phrasing, such as 4 years of the special military operation, emphasizing Russia's resilience and Western miscalculations, but without any prominent commemorative format. No special broadcasts, no large studio discussions explicitly devoted to the date. There appears to be an unspoken directive not to turn February 24 into a notable media event. Instead, the war is presented as a blurred, ongoing process detached from clear temporal markers. The Kremlin has repeatedly instructed state media before not to stress the duration of the so-called military operation, particularly avoiding comparisons with the Great Patriotic War, that's how they called World War II in Russia, which could create uncomfortable parallels. As early as June 2022, on the 99th day of the invasion, Medusa reported, citing sources, that state media staff had been asked not to spotlight duration milestones so that the public would dwell less on setbacks. In January 2026, when the war reached 1,418 days, the same length as the Soviet Union's involvement in World War II, the comparison circulated widely in blogs and Telegram channels. State propagandists, however, either ignored the parallel or emphasized the uncomparability of the two conflicts in terms of economic mobilization, goals, and societal involvement. The comparison is politically risky. It underscores the absence of rapid victory, highlights heavy losses without the symbolic capture of Berlin or the fulfillment of declared goals such as denazification. Instead of marking dates, state media focus on achievements, primarily newly liberated territories, which means occupied territories, continuing a strategy of blurring timelines and avoiding the psychological weight of duration.